Hey guys, John here, and in this video I'm going to give you an introduction to the Facebook Ads Manager. The Facebook Ads Manager can be pretty overwhelming with all of the various buttons, tabs, and filters making up the interface. But once you figure out what's going on, it quickly becomes a powerful tool that you will be using every day to gauge the performance of your campaigns. In this video, I'll be giving you a walkthrough of the Ads Manager, covering the essentials. You'll learn about things like date filters, campaign filters, breakdowns, and more. Let's get right into it. A quick note before we begin, for this tutorial I'm going to be using one of our old ad accounts with campaigns and ad sets already in it for the sake of demonstration. Your ad account will be completely empty when you first start. We'll get into creating your first campaign in Module 5, so just follow along here for now. So when you first load up your Ads Manager, your primary screen should look something like this. You'll notice that there's quite a few different tabs and sections here. Let's quickly go over what each one is, starting from the top right. The ad account list. The first dropdown you'll see is the ad account list. Here you'll see a list containing every ad account you either own or have been added to. This allows you to easily switch between various accounts and see the data associated with each one. Right next to the ad account list is the data selector. This is essentially a filter for the data table below, allowing you to look over the data associated with a specific date range. This will come in handy if you're looking to check for your overall profitability and performance over a period of days. Next to that, you have the refresh table button. Clicking this button will refresh the data table so that you have the most up-to-date data being displayed. Typically, depending on your spend, Facebook will update the numbers in the backend every 2 minutes or so, at which point you need to refresh. Next to that, you'll find a button with 3 horizontal dots on it. This dropdown has 2 options: Reset Ads Manager and Keyboard Shortcuts. Reset Ads Manager can come in handy when you find that your Ads Manager is glitched for some reason. Though rare, it does happen from time to time, and you may have to use this option. The Keyboard Shortcut option contains a list of keys you can use to perform actions in the Ads Manager. This is definitely optional, and you don't have to memorize these to get your work done. Everything you see here can be done by clicking, and truthfully the hotkeys probably won't save you much time at all. Next, let's move on to the main window. You'll notice that there are 3 tabs: Campaigns, Ad Sets, and Ads. Toggling from Campaigns to Ad Sets will show you all of the ad sets within your campaigns. Toggling Ads will show you all of the associated ads. One thing to note here is that you can also filter by toggled campaigns or ad sets. So if we select 3 campaigns, the Ad Sets tab now shows the ad sets associated with those campaigns and ads showing all the ads within those ad sets. Next, let's take a look at some of the filters available for us to use. Starting on the top right of the table, you'll notice that there are 2 dropdowns: Column and Breakdown. The Columns dropdown lets you pick out different pre-selected metrics that you can look at. Additionally, you can create your arrangement of columns from the available metrics by clicking on Customize Columns. There are tons of different metrics you can choose from here. If you're just getting started and aren't sure what you're looking for, no worries. Let's set up a list together really quick. To do so, simply click on Customize Columns and remove all the metrics currently selected on the right-hand side by clicking on the X next to each metric. Once you've done so, search for and then add the following metrics: delivery, ad set name, budget, amount spent, cost per result, link CTR, CPC, add to carts, CPM, and video average playtime. Once you've picked those out, toggle on Save Preset, provide a custom name, and hit Apply. Your data should now display in accordance to the columns that you picked out. Next, let's take a look at the Breakdown dropdown. This dropdown allows you to segment your campaign results by whichever attribute you pick. So for example, if you wanted to break down campaign results by age, we can just select age. After a few seconds, Facebook will update the table and show you a complete breakdown by age. To remove the breakdown, simply click on Remove All Breakdowns at the top of the dropdown. Now, what if we wanted to see the overall age breakdown for all of our campaigns? Using the Breakdown dropdown won't really work here since it will break down any selected campaigns individually. But there's a little known feature in Ads Manager called Reporting, where you can generate custom reports and compute various metrics across your entire ad account. It is essentially a more customizable version of the main screen. To create a custom report, simply click on the drop-down next to the Export button and click on Create Custom Report. You'll notice that the screen is very similar to the default view of the Ads Manager, including a breakdown of the metrics for each campaign. To view a breakdown of metrics for all of the campaigns cumulatively, you can simply deselect the campaign name box on the left-hand side. Then, if you wanted to see results broken down by age, you can simply search for and select the age breakdown. You can also stack breakdowns, so if you wanted to see an age breakdown by gender, simply search for and add gender. If for whatever reason you need this data on a spreadsheet, you can also easily export it by clicking on the download button, selecting the file format, and hitting export. Alright guys, that's about it for this video. Though there's a ton of stuff that's under the hood that I haven't covered here, this is basically everything you need for your day-to-day use of the ad account. However, if you're curious about advanced functionality like importing ad set settings from spreadsheets, feel free to check out Facebook's tutorial on the Ads Manager that I'll post in this lesson's description. That's about it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.